weather forecast today?
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just the perfect day to go outside and relax. That's your forecast. We'll be right back.
Yeah, sunny days, sunny days, sunny days. No clouds in the sky, about to get away. Feels like it's been a freaking day.
Welcome back to another episode of Contracts and Cocktails Podcast. I'm Kelly Bowling.
I'm Carolyn Smith.
And today we're going to talk about, there's this trend that we've been seeing on TikTok where people identify like their profession. And because they have this profession, they're things that they would never do as a person
Like
in
an
the world,
interior
right?
designer. Don't ever, paint your walls bright orange.
Right. Or like somebody who's like maybe a nutritionist, like foods I would never have in my home.
Doritos, Cool Ranch.
Those are probably
They're in
on
the
the
office.
list. So for us, it's like, because we're realtors with experience, like these are the things that we would never do as a buyer.
Yes.
So the first one, most important, go shopping for a house without knowing how much you can spend. I was once told by a lender that doing that would be like going to the grocery store and leaving your wallet at home. How are you going to pay for it? So that's the first thing you need to do is get hooked up with, which brings us to number two.
Yeah.
Local lender.
A local lender.
Not your credit union. I love my credit union for everything, but not that.
They send everything out to far, far away places. And
or a big bank that, has big names that you might see around town that operates in every state. It's fine if you want to have your checking account with them so that you have access. But when it comes to your mortgage, they might service it well. And it's honestly probably going to get sold to them in the end anyhow. Yeah. But as far as getting the process of buying a home done, the communication's not there. The customer service is not there. So that's why you definitely need to have your
local lenders care. They care about making us happy because we are their bread and butter. We refer them business. So they are busting their butts to make sure that they get everything done on time, that if there's a problem, they're communicating.
Yes.
And these big banks, they don't care. No. They don't care. We're just like one number of like 1,257,000, and they're like, oh, we'll get to you when we get to you.
Right.
And and it makes a huge difference. So when people are like, but I love a named bank, I have all my money there. Great. Keep your money there, because let me tell you, if you try and do a mortgage with them, you'll be pulling all your money out because you'll be mad at them at the end of the process.
It does happen, yeah.
It does. It happens. And so I would say definitely don't. And know how much you can spend before you go out shopping. Right. You could possibly spend more. You could possibly spend less, and you're looking at too expensive. And then it's a letdown, like, oh, but all those houses I saw were so pretty, but you can't afford those.
Right.
Or I could have been looking at a more expensive house and I wasted all this time looking at less. And it's not just you, it's the seller.
Right.
You kicked the seller out of their house and made them tidy up. Wasted their time.
Yeah.
So
they get their hopes up, like, ooh, maybe this is a live one.
Yeah.
So, and especially important now because the rates are changing so much. So that does affect your bottom line and what you can actually afford. So I think it's super important. Like maybe a year ago you qualified for a certain dollar amount. Well, you need to update your pre-approval regularly. Like they're good for maybe 90 days, but I don't know, as a seller's agent, when I see an offer come in, if it's that old, I'm like, I need it updated.
Yes, because we want to make sure. And one good thing about local lenders is I feel like they stay in touch with us. They stay in touch with the buyer, and they say, what are you doing? Have you made an offer? Do you want to make an offer? The rate has changed. This is what you can do now. And
you're not getting that customer service from a big bank.
No, ever.
And if you are, please share the name of that bank with us. We'd love to know.
Yes, we would love to know. So, so after that, we talk about waiving the home inspection. So some people are like, do I really need a home? Yes.
They don't want to spend the money. How much does that cost? It might be $700. But guess what? Better to spend $700 now than lose $700,000, because that's what you paid for the house, and you find out the whole side is eaten up by termites or something.
Or there's a structural crack, or even the AC is not working, or there's leaks in the ductwork. And, part of the process is we renegotiate that for you. So maybe we were able to get you some or all of that money, or maybe you decide not to buy the house. But whatever it is, you can
make an informed decision.
Yes, and septic inspections.
Oh, that's the biggest one I see. Whenever I see that somebody has waived a septic inspection, that's scary. I've had so many buyers lately where we've done the septic inspection and then we found out the drain field has failed. Do you know how expensive a new drain field is?
Yeah.
It's thousands of
Yeah,
dollars.
like $10,000.
And it's like a
$12,000
6-month
without
process.
the septic tank. With the septic tank,
Yeah,
isn't it like 20 or
oh yeah,
something?
it's closer to 20. But the permitting process takes so long. So you've now closed on this home, you've moved in, and then you already know the drain field is failed, and you're waiting on the permitting department to come and fix to give the
Meanwhile,
permits so
your
the company
poop's
can
going
do it.
out.
Well, hopefully it doesn't
It's going somewhere.
Hopefully it's not a catastrophic failure, because then you wouldn't be able to use your toilets and your showers and your laundry and all of that. And where are you supposed to go?
Yeah.
It's not a fun thing. So
No.
you don't want to do that.
It's a very big deal. Septics are a big deal. Do not ignore them. And honestly, there have been buyers who've purchased homes and not realized they're buying a house with a septic. And I will say on my street, I won't say where they live, but on my street that happened to someone. It was, everything's been converted, but for some reason there was like one bathroom or something still going to the septic
gosh.
at that house. So yeah, so make sure you know. Okay, next, Kelly.
Don't call the listing agent because you want them to show you the house when you already are working with a realtor. Don't do that.
No.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Like, my buyers have not done that to my knowledge. But we get calls all the time as a listing agent. Like, are you working with a realtor? Well, and then you find out, yes, they are. So what I always do,
I don't want to bother my realtor.
Yeah.
This is what they'll say
or
to us.
she's on vacation, or
Yes.
he's out of town, or whatever the case is. Well, that's great. Let me reach out to them, and then I'll let them know that you're interested in it, and then they can follow up at the right time.
Right.
But yeah, it's super important that you stick with your realtor. Now, if you're not happy with your realtor,
Right, that's
by all
completely
means,
different.
but you need to sever that relationship before you move on.
And we always recommend just send an email. Just send an email and say, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate what, we've been able to do together or what you've helped me with, but I've decided to go in another direction. And that's it.
It happens.
Yeah,
Not
it happens.
Everybody is not for everybody.
Right.
And sometimes personalities don't
like
match.
dating.
It is.
It's like the realtor dating show.
Yeah. It does happen. Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, I don't care about
And
our
if you're
looks
not
as much.
feeling it, chances are they're not feeling it either. So
Yeah.
it's probably a mutual thing, but so that's really important. And then that brings us to like going to an open house, and there's a realtor that's there working that open house. They're there to get leads. They're not really there to sell the house. They're there to get buyer leads. So if you go there and you sign up, please let them know that you're working with a realtor if you
Right.
are, because otherwise, guess what? They're going to try to put you on their drip and set you up on a property search.
And they're going, if you want to buy that house or a different house, they'll say, well, you were my client. No,
Yes.
I have my other realtor. And it just becomes this thing.
Yeah.
So avoid the thing. Just tell somebody right up front, hey, here at the open house, but I'm already working with Kelly Bowling. So,
And tell your agent that you're going to set open house, because in all likelihood, if they're available, they're going to meet you there. And if they're not available, they're going to contact whoever's hosting that open house
right.
and say, my clients are coming through. Their names are such and such. And that way there's that written communications to avoid the thing later.
right. And sometimes I've had someone go and I couldn't go at that particular moment, like they're stopping by and they'll call me and say, I like the house. And then I pop in later when I can go, just so that I can see it too and give them my opinion and what I think about it and help them to make a decision of whether to make an offer. Right.
And then you should,
Yeah, be sure you're committed to the home before. So don't make an offer on home. Oh, well, it's okay, but let's just make an offer. No, make an offer when you're committed. This is the house for me. This is the house for me. Things are going to come up. We'll need to work through that. There's going to be things in inspection or questions or problems. You want to be committed to the house. It's not fair to the seller
right.
to not be committed to the house, to just throw an offer out there and then they take it and you're like, oh, I really didn't want that house.
Yeah.
Be committed. Be sure that's the house for me. Now, listen, if something comes up in the inspection and it's a no-go for you and it's not fixable, that happens.
Right.
And you're
Chances
gonna
are the
cancel.
seller didn't know that existed either,
Right. But if they can fix it or you can negotiate it out, which a good realtor will negotiate for you on your behalf, and the seller wants to make it work too, you're going to work things out and you'll get your house and you'll move in. And, we have 4 closings on Friday and we're like, all these happy people.
Yeah,
So
that's always fun, right?
it's fun. So we like that.
Yeah.
So then there's the top things I would never do as a seller. Never do this. We need the little red X, the thing with the circle. So I want to do the first one because I have a funny story. So not clean up, make beds, or leave dirty underwear on the floor for a showing. So I can't tell you, the bed's not made. That happens. The dirty dishes in the sink. Take your trash out. It smells.
Yes.
Run your garbage disposal, whatever. Don't leave your dirty underwear on the floor. We don't want to step over it.
And also don't cook anything smelly right before we cook. No cabbage, broccoli, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
bake
microwave.
cookies.
Yeah.
Bake cookies.
Cookies are good. Cookies are good. there's a reason that people bake the cookies.
And don't put 25 Glade plugins in your house because
No.
chances are I can't enter that home. I will
Yes.
choke to death. I'll have a
Yes.
severe chemical reaction.
Yes.
I remember this one house that's what happened. They had Glade plugins everywhere. So when the inspector went and I showed up,
Yeah.
halfway through or whatever, they're all like sitting on the countertop. And I was like, did you unplug these to test the outlets? He goes, no, I unplugged them so they didn't kill me.
Yeah. And we also wonder what you're covering up.
Yes.
Why do you have all the Glade plugins?
Yes.
What smells bad in here? Is it mold or is it something serious that you're trying to hide that smell? So yeah, definitely don't do the Glade plugins.
You have a funny story about the second one,
I
too.
do.
Like when the seller stays for a showing and then they're like literally like following you around the house, that's not good for your buyer because your buyer can't
Imagine
themselves there because they're too busy being shown around, like ushered through the house, and it's
And they're not
very
comfortable.
uncomfortable. They can't say what they want to say.
Open closets, open drawers. And I mean, they're not doing that because they care what's in your closets or drawers.
They want to see the space. They're not being nosy. They really just want to see the space and like, will my stuff fit in here? And so if you are staying,
Yes.
maybe don't.
Maybe don't. Yes. So I have had several experiences where I've gone in, literally walked in, there was someone in there and I said, oh, one time it was a guy with a towel. I'm not talking like a full-size towel. I'm talking like the gym towel wrapped around his waist. Oh, no, come on in. I'm like, I think this guy is like an exhibitionist. And the clients and I were like, yeah, no, we're fine. We'll wait out here till you're ready. Oh, no, it's fine. Come on in. No, really, it's not fine.
Yeah.
Would you put some clothes on, sir?
Right? Yes.
And then one time the client, the seller had forgotten to tell their agent they didn't live there full time and they'd forgotten to tell their agent they were coming in town. They were vacuuming in their underwear. I'm just going to say she was vacuuming. It was a condo. She was vacuuming in her underwear. And so she didn't hear us knock because I always knock. Even when they say it's vacant, I knock. And then I open the door a little bit and I say, realtor. So I did that. She didn't hear us. And I opened the door all the way. My clients are right behind me. And all we see is the back of her in her underwear vacuuming. She was mortified. We were mortified. It was not a good thing. And yeah, they weren't even comfortable to go see it. So yeah, if you're coming back in town,
tell your agent I'm going to be there.
Let your agent
and well, that's the thing too. Like if you absolutely can't leave, so many people are working from home. They have meetings, or maybe you're elderly and you're just not able to get your elderly family member out of the home because they're disabled or whatever, or it's super inconvenient. Just tell your agent, hey, the seller's going to be present, so be aware.
Yes,
so that we know as the buyer's representative, like that we're coming into a situation where somebody is going to be there to be expecting that. The other thing is the cameras in the house that everybody has them these days. So some monitor audio, some it's just video. But I feel like you should let the buyers know that that's going to be happening so that they don't make comments that
are offensive to you.
Because it does happen.
Yeah, and people forget. So I always tell people, just assume. Yes. First of all, they're listening to you when you're at the door. Through the ring.
Through the ring. They
through
can
the
hear
ring
everything
doorbell.
You're saying about the front yard.
Yeah, I mean, and you could be a little bit down the driveway and they're like, they still heard you. So if you have something to say, save it and wait until you're, having lunch or away from the property or something like that. But yeah, the cameras, it's nice to know. So yeah. So the next one's good for you, Kelly.
Yeah. So if you have pets, specifically dog pets or even cats, make sure that if the pet is, relieving themselves outside, that you're picking up the little bombs that are left all over the yard because people are walking in the yard. They want to see the yard. They want to walk through it. And there's nothing like ruining a good showing with a pile of dog poo on the bottom of your shoe that they're then going to track back through your house, by the way.
Yes.
And the next people that come through are going to see it.
And the car of the realtor. Poor realtor.
Yeah. Or, and cats, same thing. The litter box. Please scoop your litter box.
Yes.
It smells, for one. I've had a cat, I know. But you need to make sure you're getting that clean regularly. Put the food bowls away, especially, you know how the dog bowls get. After they eat just one time, they look like somebody has been slobbering on it for weeks. I don't know why this is. But, clean it up, put it in the dishwasher, something to hide it. Maybe their beds.
Well, I feel like the beds and the toys for us, when we're pet owners, we're like, oh, it's a dog bed and it's dog toys and they're all chewed up and who cares? But when it's somebody walking in, it's part of staging. Put that stuff away. Your dog's going to be fine. And by the way, you shouldn't just have your dog running around. No. You should either crate the dog
them or take them out.
Yeah.
I know my dogs would be so stressed out if I left them in a crate at home and strange people were at my house. So we've always removed ours when we've had to show it. and I feel like I would do that. Some other dogs don't care. They're just like,
Or sometimes you can't, like your job, you can't take them
Right.
to work. You have no one to watch the dog. That's fine. But, and let us know.
Yes.
There's pets in the house. It should be in the showing instructions. So we don't open, and then there's a dog right there and we don't know if it bites or
I
anything
even
else.
see like there was one I saw last week, and like they have a cat named Ted. Like Ted likes to make a run for the door, so beware of Ted. And I'm just like, that's the cutest name I've ever heard for a cat.
Yes, I like that name, Ted.
Yeah. The other thing is like, so with putting stuff away is like staging it. So if your realtor comes in and they're like, you need to paint, or you need to put a new roof on because nobody can buy this house with that roof, or you need to fix this hole in the wall, or whatever it is, listen to them. You know, here at Compass, we're lucky we have the concierge
We
program.
do. We have an amazing program.
Yeah. So it helps
so
you,
good.
you know, use kind of like free money. You're going to pay it back, but
Yeah,
you, there's
you
a
pay it
program
back at closing.
Yeah.
So it's really awesome. So if you need a new roof and you're like, I really don't want to pull the money out of my 401k, or I don't have it readily available,
Right.
but I have equity in my house, that's what you're using, the equity in your house.
I've got some sellers that are closing in a couple weeks, and they put on a new roof. We also had to pay to remove their solar panels so that
Right.
the roof could get put on. There was a fee for that. So they used it for that. They had their pool resurfaced.
Yeah. Huge.
They had new screens put in on their pool, like all these things. And then there was some repairs that came up during, you know, the inspection, very minor things, but they were able to utilize that money to pay
That's
for
a
that
huge
stuff.
thing. That's what, you know, that's what I've seen is like we get the concierge program. We get the loan. It's all set up to go, and we don't use it all. We have funds sitting there. So then when things come up during the repair part, the you know, negotiating the inspection, it's not so stressful
Right.
for
They're
the
like,
seller.
oh, we just use that money for
Yes.
this. And then on our merry way we go. And so that just gets paid when they sell the house. And it's kind of counted into like what their
Right.
net's going to be anyhow.
Right. We figure that into
It
the
just
net.
took so much stress off of them because had we not fixed all those things ahead of time, well, in inspection, a lot more of stuff would have come up, like the pool and, you know, the roof and all of these other things would
And
have
it's a
come up.
painless program. I will say, like when we went to Compass, when we moved to Compass, there were a lot of things we liked. That was one of them. We really didn't know how that program was going to work.
Right. But oh, I'm so impressed with
So
it.
amazing, so easy. I mean, any seller, it's just been so simple for them to apply, so simple for them to get approved, so simple for them to request the money, get the
Yes.
money, you know, the feeling that the sellers have knowing that that's there. It's almost like when you have an equity line and you think, oh, I won't need it, but you have that. It's kind of the same thing,
Yeah, it
but for
is.
selling. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to your agent.
Yeah,
Fix
take
those
care of
things.
those things, and don't make it difficult to see your house. Don't say, well, yes, I can show my house on Tuesdays and Fridays from 6 p.m. Mind you, it gets dark at 5:30 now. 6 p.m. until 7:15, and that's it. No weekends, no daytimes. You know,
Trust me, we all want to be able
Yes.
to just chill at our house and not have to leave. But the goal is to sell your house. So we want to make it as easy as possible. Now, if you do have a time constriction
Yes.
that you would like followed, be a little flexible in that because there are people like maybe everybody can't get there by 5 p.m. and somebody, you know, they
people
don't-
can't come till after work.
Yes.
They can't come till
So
after work.
they might want to see it. And, you know, if it is a good showing, then maybe they'll come back at one of the other times that you have available. But that could have been your buyer. So if you say no, then
Always try and accommodate the showing. It's a big thing for us. We feel like if you can do it, do it. Be uncomfortable. Selling a house is an uncomfortable experience. You're letting someone into your private space. You're not there. It's stressful. But you have to accommodate the showings. Let the people in. They're not buying it unless they can get in.
that is true. They do need to see it. I mean, there are people that will buy sight unseen, but
Yes.
you know, if they're able to be here and they want to see it, you should definitely make an effort.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. The other thing, this one's really important to me because, like, you know, I have these sellers right now, the ones that did all these repairs, but they're also going to have to buy a home, and we're trying to figure out how much money are they going to have from the sale and how much do they need to purchase the next home. And like, you know, we need to make sure the figures are there and that the money matches up. So making sure that they're committed to the sale before they accept the offer. So when we got the offer in, what I did is I took it, I ran the net sheet, I confirmed with the title company like what had to be paid off in order for them to proceed forward. And then I talked to their lender. I said, okay, this is how much money we have. Can they make this other home work? Or like how much money will they be able to afford? And
Yes,
is that
you
feasible
worked
in
hard
this
on that
market?
one.
And I want to say like it's coming together beautifully because I did all of that like research ahead of time. So they feel super comfortable with the offer that they accepted and they feel really comfortable with the second home, you know, that they're about to buy and close on. And the timeline of everything is lining up really well because, you know, that agent, they wanted to close in like a normal time frame. I'm like,
Right.
we don't even have a house yet. Like, I
Right.
need extra time. Will that work for you? Because I need to make sure that I can find them something and
Yeah,
that
somewhere to live.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want them homeless or
Yeah.
having to rent something because that just, it's a waste of their
Your
money.
seller living in their car is never a good thing.
It's not. No.
So yeah.
Yours is the next one.
Yeah, so
Yes.
the be the highest bidder. So I tell this to sellers and they kind of look at me. I said, don't be the highest bidder for your own house. And what does that mean? We'll just use a really simple example of that. You want $200,000 for your house, and that's your number, and you've kind of set it in stone as the seller. I want $200,000, and the buyer's coming in at $195,000, and you say, no, I'm sticking to my guns. I want $200,000. You have now become the highest bidder for your own home. Essentially, you're buying your home back for $200,000. And the question you have to ask yourself is, would you pay $200,000 today for your home? And do you know that 99% of the time the answer from the seller is no. So you have to look at it as you're buying your own home back. You're turning down this offer, and I'm buying it for $200,000.
Especially something that's so close,
Yeah.
Now, granted, like if your price is market value and somebody's offering you like $100,000 less, then okay.
Then yes, I will be the highest bidder for my own house because I'm not accepting that. But look at that, and it's true at all price points. It really is. $1 million house, a $500,000 house. It doesn't matter. Look at that and say, would I buy this house today
the best
if I was the buyer?
you've ever given me when I'm working with a seller who is maybe a little unreasonable on like offers coming in. You're like,
There's an unreasonable
tell
seller.
them. Tell them that they're now the highest bidder on their house. And I'm like, that always works. It really does every single time.
Yeah, it's a good one. And it's not that we're trying to get you to do something you shouldn't do. We're trying to get you to look at it of like, do you really want to
Kind of
turn
like
down
playing
a good
devil's
offer?
advocate,
Yeah.
really, Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Did we want to
we have
talk
to do our
about
favorite
our
things.
favorite things?
It's Christmas time.
Yes.
So
Kelly, go.
I'll do mine. So
yours.
mine is more of a service, my favorite service in the area. There is a lovely woman who owns like a facial boutique, like a spa. It's called Blue Morpho Skin Spa. She was in Indiana on Riverside.
MORPHO, right? Blue Morpho.
She just moved beginning of this month in December to Indian Harbor. So she's in the shopping plaza where Happy Healthy Human is at. And there's like an Ace hardware store kind of like on the end. And she does these amazing facials that are like nothing you've ever experienced. It's very holistic. It's very like everything's like plant-based. And she has this awesome boutique there that's now open like Tuesdays through Saturdays. And so lots of fun gifts, if you want to shop local for the holiday season.
Yes. Boutique
So her calendar books up really fast for her services, though. I think like she's booking maybe in March right now. I'm not sure. So, but it's worth it. I was there last week and literally caught myself snoring in the middle of a facial.
That happens to me, and it's so
It
embarrassing.
was very relaxing. I didn't feel bad about it. I was like, I clearly needed that rest. But, So she's my favorite service in the area of everything that I have done. Like, I think that's my favorite.
I have to throw a plug. Not that it's my favorite. My facial girl, Christy, who's at Satellite Beach, and I love her. And she's so get yourself a facial.
Yes.
But yeah, Blue Morpho sells some like all organic stuff.
It's all, plant-based organic. She uses like Laurel skincare, Laurel Organics, and H's for Love. And there's another lady that does like, if you have troubled skin, like with acne and stuff like that, there's a lady in the Orlando area that makes a whole line that she carries there. Cool. Yeah, she has lots of different, product lines, but it's all like really neat things. Yeah. She's got some new stuff now. Like these
That's fun for like a little stocking stuffers and things like that. Yeah, so that's really good.
She's even got like maple syrup and like these new like Honeycrisp apple ciders, and she's carrying all kinds of stuff in like pancake mix. It's all stuff that you're not going to find at Publix.
Pancake mix.
Yeah, that's important.
I like a pancake.
Yeah.
So
I need to go check out some of the new stuff, but
Oh, cool. So, and my favorite thing is, we just had our little holiday get together, and we live in an amazing place. We want you to live in our amazing place, but we live in an amazing place. I mean, I think today it's probably 85 degrees outside. It's so warm. And we've had a really, really warm winter. Is it even winter yet?
Not yet.
Fall, whatever it is. It's been warm. And I love sitting outside. And what I love is that we have so many great places where you can sit outside, whether it's on the water or not. Downtown Melbourne, places on the river, there's places on the ocean. So take advantage of it.
Definitely.
We went to the Shack. They had music outside, and it's just don't forget that you live in this incredible place and how fortunate we are, and take advantage and go outside and enjoy what we
Yes.
have to offer here on the Space
It was
Coast.
so nice on Sunday.
Oh my
and it was
gosh.
a little chilly.
It was a little chilly.
because it was on the water, and you're like looking at the temperature. I'm like, it's almost 80 degrees. Why am I chilly?
Yeah.
But it's because we have this nice breeze.
Yeah, breezy, but in the sun it was warm, and the guy, I don't know who that was. He was really good.
was a good,
like
yeah.
a one-man band guy.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah.
He had a lot of like a wide repertoire of music that he could play.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Requested some songs.
yeah.
So that was fun. So yeah, so it was good. So we enjoyed it. We hope you'll take advantage of everything. And if you're interested in relocating within or to the Space Coast or Indian River County, we would love to help you. Give us a shout at 321-422-2160 or email us hello@coastalestateteam.com. And we will see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just the perfect day to go outside and relax. That's your forecast.